What's up, guys? It is your freaking host, TT, and of course, I am excited to be here. Did I sound convincing enough? All right, let's get into it. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope that your week is going well. I had a great weekend, and my week is going well. I just got back from a 6 mile walk actually, so I feel really good and relaxed. So let's jump into it. We will be talking about simplifying your life. I know, like, as you know, as we go by every day, we tend to like pick this, pick that, pick this, pick that, involve ourselves in like different things from here to there, and then it's like before we know it, there's so much around us, there's so much in our space, there's so much in our lives. And what that does is it get kind of complicate things. And so simplifying your life is literally a way where you kind of declutter. You took away the things that you don't need, you get rid of things, people, whatever it is that you don't need around you. That way you can live a meaningful life, and live a life that kind of like align with your values as well. So let's get into it. I have like my note here, so permit me. Um so yeah, what it actually does for you is it helps you to be more productive as well. And so let's get into it. First, we want to talk about the importance of simplifying your life. And the first thing I have here is it reduces stress. It does actually reduce stress if you look at it, because now you don't have to do the things that don't make sense. And since you've gotten rid of the things that do not make sense, you can focus on the things that make sense and save your energy. So it actually, helps to reduce your stress. It also helps you to focus. And that's what I mean by, when you eliminate the things or the people that you do not need, you tend to like focus on the things that matter. So yeah, that's one of the things that it does. It helps you to focus as well. And this one may kind of sound funny, but it's true. It enhances your happiness, and it's true because then you focus on the things that make you happy, right? You just don't focus on so many like different things that don't matter. Once you start focusing on the things that matter, it makes you happy, because then if you fulfill that, oh, I got this done, this and that, so it actually makes you feel happy to be fulfilled, and also makes you happy that you're doing the things that make you happy. No, it also helps you to improve your health, and that's where like reducing stress comes in, because once it helps you to reduce your stress, it helps your health as well. Stress impacts your health. It impacts like how good or bad your health will be. So the less stress, the better health, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's it. And the best part about this, and the best part about simplifying your life, which is one thing that actually helps me, is the fact that it increases my productivity. It's like now I know where I need to be productive, right? Now I don't have to do what I'm not supposed to be doing, right? So once I know what I need to do and I get a clear mind on what I need to do, I just go ahead and do it. And it kind of like encourages me to, be productive and get things done ASAP, right? So what are the strategies of like simplifying your life? If you do remember, the first thing I said is decluttering. I know, like, I feel like a lot of people don't know the power of decluttering your space. I know because it has helped me a lot. Even just my space. I'm always rearranging or something, and that's because once I start seeing things in some same spot, it kind of messes with my head because I'm like, I feel so choked. Like I need some openness around here. And also, like, why do you want to hold on to things that you don't need, the things that do not add to your everyday life? Like, why do you want to hold on to them? I feel like there are other people who actually need these things. So I do encourage you, like, declutter in your space, declutter in your phone. Yeah, the other day I'm laying in bed and I started deleting pictures. Like, I'm like, why do I even have this picture? What? I don't even talk to this person anymore. Like, why do I have this picture on my phone? Why do I have this video on my phone? Meanwhile, Apple's like literally telling me, "Oh, I need to get extra cloud." Like, seriously, I pay for a cloud every month, and you want me to increase my storage? Apple, like, no, we're gonna delete all of these things. I'm like, I'm not paying extra for storage anymore. Apple, like, come on, this is my personal device. I should not have to pay more than the $3 that I pay. And they're gonna come and talk about, oh, pay this amount for 1 ter. No, no, sir, Apple, no. To be honest, so we're gonna delete all these pictures. We're gonna delete all these videos that are not supposed to be on our phone. So I sat there, I deleted all of it, and now I have, like, I have my storage back. No, see, that worked. So decluttering your space, actually, your space, your phone, whatever it is, decluttering in general, actually, it helps. It goes a long way than you can ever imagine. Another strategy you can do is to prioritize your activities. You want to focus on the things that matter. You want to focus on the things that are important. You don't want to just, put your energy, your time, your resources into things that do not matter. You want to go be you don't want to be doing all of that. No? So you want to prioritize your activities. That's one thing I do. For example, today I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna get back, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna start recording. Now, I know that once I'm done recording, because today I'm deciding to, like, relax, I know once I'm done recording, even if I don't relax, any other thing I want to do is going to be like miscellaneous. It's not going to impact all of the things that I've said to myself. I just put these things in order of priority because I know that, okay, once I get this done, any other time I have, if I need to do any other thing after that and I choose to do it, I'll go ahead and do it. So, I just don't do so I just don't do things that I'm not supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. So yeah, prioritize your activities. So another thing is to manage your time, which is kind of like in in align with prioritizing your activities. Time, once you do that, you kind of like set time. One thing I normally do is, if I know that I have a lot. Now, today I didn't time myself because I know I don't have a lot. I'm just gonna work out, stretch, shower, and record. I didn't time myself. But when I look at days that I have so much to do, I tend to, like, time myself. I'm like, okay, this time I want to be done with this, and I want to start this at this time, if that makes sense. So the reason I do that is because I have said to myself that I have to do all of these things today, like today, not tomorrow. So I time myself to be like, okay, okay, I'll spend an hour doing this. I'll spend 30 minutes doing this. I'll do this. So When you time yourself, it helps you to be productive, and it also helps you to get things done. I know this because that's me. So this one I struggled with a lot. But as time went on, I started like working on that, and that's reducing information overload. I have I am addicted to always taking in information. Like, I can just sit down, be on the internet reading different articles, or I see a book, I open it. It what it does is, at that point you're just taking in this information, taking in this information, taking that information, and now it's a lot of information inside of you. You don't even know which one you want to make use of at that point. So you want to actually reduce your intake when it comes to information. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't get knowledge or stop. I'll leave for getting knowledge, because I think that's how I'm even here to be able to talk about this, because I am a sucker for knowledge. So I'm not saying not to, get that knowledge. I'm just saying not to put so much information inside of you to help you. So also, you want to build healthy habits when it comes to simplifying your life. I think there are some things that we do that just don't make sense. It just don't make sense at all. And funny enough, like, we know that they do not make sense, but we just go ahead and just do it for doing sake. So just, think to yourself, what are the things, what am I doing that don't matter, that's not even adding to my life, but I'm just doing it anyway. Just think about it. I mean, you should not be doing that. Um, I live for practicing mindfulness. Let me tell you something. I am an overthinker, and over the years, it has literally played a huge, huge, I don't know, role in how I function sometimes. So mindfulness has helped me a lot, and is still helping me. To be honest, I think, even though I still kind of overthink, when I look back at where I'm coming from and how I used to overthink, there's a huge difference. There is a really huge difference to how I overthink now and before. Now my overthinking is more so, that don't make sense. 2 plus 2 has to be 4. Before, my overthinking is, even if it makes sense, I'm like, why does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stupid, right? So, practicing mindfulness and, staying grounded, being in the moment, has helped me a lot, a lot. And I do encourage you, like, if you're looking into simplifying your life, I'd encourage you to practice mindfulness as well. Um, you want to also focus on relationships. Some of you are holding on to people that add nothing to your life. You're holding on to people that are even like messing up your mental health. How do you want to simplify your life if you're doing that? Make it make sense. Ask yourself, like, holding on to this person, holding on to this relationship, how does it impact me? How does it affect me? Think about it. I know it's really like a very hard thing, most especially because we want some same people in our life. We want to hold on to these people because in our head we're saying, this is my person. No, that's that's your enemy. That's the weapon fashioned against you. You don't even see it, or you see it, but you just want to turn a blind eye to it. You're not doing me. You're not doing me, or you're doing yourself. You're not doing me at all. Why do you want to mess up your mental health? Why? No, we don't do that here. Here we focus on making our mental health better. Here we focus on mental well-being, wellness. So yeah, focus on the thing, on the relationships that you know that matter to you. So we've talked about the strategies of like, simplifying your life, how you can get how you can do it. But it wouldn't make sense if I'm telling you to do something without letting you know why it's actually good for you to do it. So I want to go ahead and talk about the benefit. Like, how does it benefit your life when you simplify your life? So it helps you to enhance your focus, your clarity, and that is because once you know what you want to do, what you need to do, you just go ahead and do it without being confused, is what I mean by that. um think about it. If you know what you need to do and what you want to do, why do you want to waste time and not do it? But if you don't, then you don't know how to do it. You don't know what to do. So simplifying your life actually helps you to, be focused, to have the clarity of the mind on what to do. And I know that makes sense. What about the freedom that comes with it? Think about it. If you are somebody like me who is a sucker for freedom, even though I feel like in the old, like forever, we're not entirely free because there's still some rules that guide us, but in our own personal life we are in charge of our freedom. And the freedom that comes with simplifying your life is really, really, really great, because once you know the things that you should focus on, once you know the people you to cut out and the relationship to end, you once you know all of these things, you're free. Like, you're literally mentally and physically free because you know that you are in control of everything. It's not like somebody out there controlling you or stuff like that. So freedom is a benefit of simplifying your life. It also helps you to improve your relationships with other people. And this is because once you start focusing on the relationships that matter, and you're putting your energy, you're putting your time, you're putting your resources, and you're trying to build with the people that truly, truly matter, it helps you to build those relationships. And that way, you're not just putting your energy and time into relationships and people that don't heal, that don't matter. Like, no, we're not going to do that. Um, it also helps you financially, whether you like it or not, because that way you know what to spend your money on. We're not, I know we have the habits of buying this and buying that because we want this, we want that, which is fine. But like in some situations, we need to like save. I mean, for me, saving is not even in some situation. I feel like you should save all the time, right? I just feel like when you get to a certain situation, because of course, except you don't want to be honest with yourself, everything will not go smoothly all the time. And there will be some times that you have like that drawbacks. So how are you going to still save when you're in that situation? So you need to learn the habit of not just, buying this, buying that, buying this, buying that. And that's one of the things that simplifying your life does. It helps you to know what to spend your money, what to spend your resources on, what to spend your money and resources on, or what to put your resources on. So like, think about it. Like, I know I'm not telling you how to spend your money though, because at the end of the day, it's still your money, not my money. So I'm just giving you an advice that you do not have to take. Another thing is it helps you to increase productivity. Once you know what to do, you just get to it, right? It helps you to be productive, and you're not sometimes some people need like a motivation to get things done, and to be honest, I think most of the time is because they're stuck or they're confused and don't know what to do. But I feel like once they know what to do, they just go ahead and do it. And that's where simplifying your life comes in, because it helps your productivity. Yeah. All right. And I know I mentioned this before about your health. It helps your health, because it'll help to like reduce stress, and you don't have to go through all of that, and it will help you mentally, physically, mention it, all the leads. All right. So overcoming challenges in simplifying your life. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the emotional attachments that comes with you not, you know, that makes it hard for you to simplify your life. And this is because some of you, or let me just say everybody, so I don't just, so it's not like I'm just talking to some people. So some of us, or all of us, we tend to like be emotionally attached to some certain people or things, and then we find it hard to let it go. So that is one of the challenges that you can get, that you can have when it comes to like simplifying your life, because now you're finding it hard to let this person go or to let this thing go. But you actually need to let it go, because if not, you're going to mess yourself up. So I understand that, you can find it hard to simplify your life because you're emotionally attached to something or someone. Another thing is the fear of missing out, because if you like, oh, if I let this person go, what about oh, we said we're going to go on a trip. Now I'm going to miss out because I'm going to let them go. You can always go on trip like whenever you want with yourself or other people that truly care about you. You you cannot jeopardize your peace of mind, your mental health, because you don't want to miss out. Like, make it make sense, because these things you can still go ahead and do it on your own or with the people that you care about. And another thing that you can have you can another thing that can challenge you is like external factors, like, oh my god, what would people say? Oh my god, what would people think about me? Who cares? Like, it's your mental health here, it's your life. Like, you are in control, not these people are gonna leave their life when things are going bad for you. They're gonna leave their life, they're not gonna care about you. Now, the only person who's going to care about you is you, and people who genuinely really care about you. But having to make decisions, or having to like make decisions that affect your mental health based on what external factors will think, based on what society will think, based on, it's not helpful in any way. I'm serious. I am dead ass. All right, that being said, don't forget, we talked about the importance, the strategies, and the challenges of that you would face when it comes to simplifying your life. I hope that this little kind of TED talk of mine. I hope you find it helpful for yourself. And I hope that you choose to simplify your life and, put your mental health first. That being said, I hope you guys continue to stay safe and sane out there, because I know there's so much going on out there, and oh my god, you gotta find everything to stay sane and safe. So I hope that you do everything to stay sane and safe out there, and take care of yourself. I will be back next time. Bye bye.